ओम श्री सतनाम साखी जय श्री कृष्ण सत्संग वर्खा पार्ट 1 डिस्कोर्स 2 परम पूज्य आचार्य सद्गुरु स्वामी शांति प्रकाश जी महाराज told the satsangi devotees, "You all will be very happy that you have been listening to all the various types of teachings and sermons, as a result of which you are attaining joy and peace of mind. This is the result of your good deeds, and therefore I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. All this is grace of our Param Pujya Acharya Sadguru Swami Teoram Ji Maharaj. Therefore, chant with devotion, Dhan Guru Teoram, Dhan Guru Sarvanand." Guru Maharaj Ji said in his discourse, "As long as you were in your house, you belonged to your wife, you belonged to your children, belonged to your business and worldly duties. Now, since you have come here to Amarapur Darbar, you must believe that you belong to Gurudev, you belong to God. Therefore, chant with love and devotion, Dhan Guru Teoram, Dhan Guru Sarvanand." Guru Maharaj Ji said, "I went to a temple in Sindh and stayed there for a month. One day, the devotees from the temple came to me and said, 'Swamiji, kindly make an appeal after the satsang that the temple wall is broken, it should be built.' I told those devotees, 'Our Guru Maharaj, Sadguru Swami Teoram Ji Maharaj says that we should not appeal to anyone. Those who have faith will come forward and help. We will give you as much as we can.' Yet they said, 'Swamiji, please, you kindly appeal just once.' The next day, I went to the temple early in the morning to offer obeisances. Along with me was a devotee who was a very wealthy man. He also came to offer obeisances and started saying in front of the idol of God, 'O God, I am your servant. Whatever is mine is yours. My building is yours. My factory is yours. My land also belongs to you. My garden also belongs to you. My children are also yours, and I am also yours.'" Guru Maharaj Ji said, "I was so glad to hear that." I then thought that the devotees of the temple request for an appeal every day. Instead, they could make an appeal to this wealthy man, because whatever this wealthy man has belongs to God. So I called that wealthy man and said, "You are very generous, wealthy, and also a devotee of God. This is a very good thing." He said, "I swear, I have nothing. Everything belongs to God. I also belong to God." Guru Maharaj Ji said, "I thought this is great news for the devotees." That night, some devotees were attending the satsang. After the satsang, the devotees of the temple again requested me to make an appeal. I told them there is no need to appeal now. Only one devotee will give you all the expenses. Then I called the same wealthy man who was praying to God. He asked, "How can I be of service, Maharaj?" I said, "There is a service for you. This temple's wall has been broken. It has to be rebuilt. I request you to rebuild it." The man said, "Why should I bear the entire cost? Everybody should donate for the reconstruction of the wall." Guru Maharaj Ji said, "My dear, make it with the treasure of God you have. You don't have to donate your money." He said, "Swamiji, I don't have a single penny of God." I reminded him of what he said this morning in this very temple, that my building is also yours, my factory is yours, my land belongs to you, the garden belongs to you, the children are also yours, and so am I. He was praying thus to God. So why not build a wall out of that God's treasure? The man said, "Maharaj, I said all of that for the sake of it. it's not necessary that I mean exactly what I said. Guru Maharaj Ji said, at least don't steal from God. That's why I tell you, do not just say it for the sake of saying it. Say it with reverence. Whatever is yours stays with you. This is something worth contemplating. You have come here from your respective cities. Is your house with you? Or is your family with you? Your land, your property, your city, is that all with you? No. Then what is with you? Okay, is God with you? Yes, certainly, God is. What is with you is yours. What is yours is never separate from you. And what belongs to someone else is not ours. No matter how hard we try, that which is not ours can never be ours. When you leave this body, will you take it with you or leave it behind? If you go to heaven, will you take your body with you? If it is yours, you are free to take it along, but it is not ours to take it. This body is mine is said out of lack of knowledge. In reality, the body is not ours. If it was yours, it would have been with you, but it is not. Nothing in the world is your own. When you come into the world, you come empty-handed. When you leave the world, you will leave everything behind. Will you take anything with you? No, because these material objects are not yours. We consider these material things as ours out of ignorance. In reality, God is ours. When you were in your mother's womb, was God with you or not? When you came out of the womb, was He with you or not? Is He with you now? When you go back to your home from here, will He be there or not? When you die, won't God be with you? Guru Maharaj Ji said, God is ours and is in us at all times. He is always with the soul. God Himself does not have the strength to leave the soul. It is our stupidity that we don't consider God our own. God never leaves anyone. He is attached with the soul. The soul also does not have the strength to separate the Lord from itself. The soul cannot be separated from God, and God cannot be separated from the soul. They both have an eternal relationship, and we tell God that He is not with us. This is our lack of wisdom. One distance is real, the other is assumed. In reality, God is with us, but we believe that He is far away. This is assumed distance. This belief that God is far away is our mistake. We have come into this world to rectify this mistake. And how can we do that? Guru Maharaj Ji said, I went to a place where the devotees said, Sai, you say that God is with you, but why is He not visible? Guru Maharaj Ji asked, does that mean the things you cannot see don't exist? We cannot see the things that are with us, that are inseparable from us. We see the things that are separate from us. Do you have a face or not? Is it with you or not? Can you see your face? It is with you. It is inseparable from you. Yet, it is not visible. Things that are inseparable from you cannot be seen, but they can be felt. That is why the existence of God is felt. बोलिए सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय.